Hamilton, and back again with head coach MaChelle Joseph to talk about Georgia Tech women's basketball. Well, Coach, practices are finally underway, and what kind of improvements are you seeing from the team as we get closer to that home opener on November 12th?
Well, it's been exciting to see the fact that we have 10 letter winners returning. It's been a smooth transition. It's been interesting to see how much further ahead we are at this point in the season than we were a year ago. It's really nice to have 8 upperclassmen in my 8 years at Georgia Tech. This is the first team I've ever had that has had this many upperclassmen. So we've been able to make a really smooth transition, and the returning players are very familiar with our system offensively and defensively. So it's just been a very easy transition. And then the underclassmen, the freshmen, have really shown some flashes of some really good things, being impact players early on. And Ty Marshall, a freshman from Maryland, has just done a tremendous job on the defensive end and with her intensity level day in and day out. And then Dawn May just gives us a different dimension at point guard that we haven't had. She's a lot quicker, very athletic, can push the ball in transition, and makes us that much more of an up-tempo team. So, and then along with our 2 Swedish players, Frida and Sandra, they've just shown some ability to shoot the 3, which is a welcome addition to our offensive arsenal. That's one of the things that's been our weakness in the past, and so to be able to have those 2 on the floor, not only shooting threes on the offensive end, but us having to defend a great 3-point shooter, is just it's a welcome addition to our practice schemes. And so I'm really excited, looking forward to this Saturday. We have another close scrimmage here at Alexander Memorial Coliseum, and I'm looking forward to seeing the progress we've been able to make in 1 week.
Well, good. And we have a new staff member with our team, Janie Mitchell, former player here at Tech. What's her role going to be like this year?
Well, Janie's our coordinator of recruiting operations, but it's just great to have a former player on your staff because they know so much the day-to-day operations of the program, how we operate on academically, how we operate preparing for practice, actual practice intensity level. They're really great for the players because they've been there, done that. Janie's just it's been great to watch her from the time she came in from a freshman here at Georgia Tech, and her growth throughout her career as a player and then into the coaching profession the last 2 years. It's been great to watch her and just grow professionally, and I'm just really excited to have her on our staff, not just because she's a former player, but because I think she's a great addition, very professional and hardworking. And the thing I've always loved about Janie is her competitive spirit, and I think that we need that toughness and that intensity level day in and day out as an example for our young players, what it takes to win and be successful in the ACC.
Well, we're glad to have her back here at Tech, and what an exciting time to be joining this group. You guys just got back from a retreat at Berry College. That sounds like a fun trip for the girls. Tell us how that went and, what kind of lessons and experiences they learned there.
Well, I think the most exciting thing for them was the fact that we were actually camping in log cabins, and most of my players have never been on a camping trip, so that was a great experience for them. And then we did a ropes course, which was great for team building and working together, and we also had a bonfire one night. So it was a great experience off the court. And then on the court, we were able to practice in a beautiful facility that they have up at Berry College, the Cage Center, and we were able to get a couple of practices in a day and a scrimmage against our Gold Squad. So it was just a great experience overall for our players, and I thought the greatest thing we came away with from there was just the camaraderie, the ropes course, and learning to communicate more effectively with each other.
Well, sounds like a lot of fun, and we can't wait to see this team in action. They have a lot of buzz this year. They have been ranked 16th in the national poll and 5th in the ACC. You just got back from the ACC Media Day. Tell us what the energy was like there.
Well, it was very interesting. The conference, the Atlantic Coast Conference this year in women's basketball is one of the top in the country, as it is every year. But this year it's even more intriguing because 1 through 7, anybody can win the league. It's a wide open. I think Duke is probably right now the favorite, but you got to look at North Carolina and Maryland and of course Georgia Tech, I think, to challenge for that ACC championship. And we all know that we all know what each other returns. I think for us, what's going to define this team is what people don't know about us. It's the 6 newcomers, what the 4 freshmen can contribute, what Danny Hamilton Carter can contribute after sitting out a year. I think those unknowns are the things that are going to define us and really tell where we're going to be at the end of the year. Preseason rankings are nice, but what really matters is where you finish. And one of the things this team's really focused on is not only making postseason play but advancing. So that's one of the reasons why we loaded our schedule up in the pre-conference. We know that playing UConn, playing Tennessee, playing Georgetown, Georgia, Northwestern, I could go on and on. But those games are going to prepare us for what we're going to see in January and February in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Well, this team's creating a lot of excitement in Atlanta, and you guys all have a chance to meet them on November 6th at Hoop Fest. The 2010 Hoop Fest will be November 6th here at Alexander Memorial Coliseum. You guys have a chance to come in, meet the team, get autographs from your favorite players and coaches, and watch them scrimmage on the court. What should we expect to see during that scrimmage?
Well, one of the things we're going to do, it starts at 4:30, and we're going to definitely, and we would love for everyone to come out and have a preview of what's to come with this team this season. But we're going to be doing some practice drills and doing a scrimmage, and you'll get a chance to see all the new players and all the returners. So I think it would be a great opportunity to come out and meet them, up close and personal, and have a chance to see what we do behind the scenes, not necessarily on game day.
Well, fans, we hope to see you all November 6th at Hoop Fest. And if you don't have your tickets yet for the home opener on November 12th versus Georgia State, go online today, ramblinrec.com, or call 1-888-TECH-TICKS. It's not too late. Make sure you get those tickets. We have lots of great values, including the Gold Pack, which includes 3 games for just $20. That's the UGA game, the Northwestern game, and UConn. We can't not talk about UConn.
Right.
So tell us about this historical matchup coming up.
Well, we're really excited about our schedule. Obviously, we open up with Georgia State on November 12th at 5 o'clock here at home. And then we travel to Old Dominion, who's always a national power in women's basketball, so it'll be a very tough matchup for us on the road. And then we return home for a couple of games against Kennesaw State and Prairie View A&M. And then on November 21st at 2 o'clock right here in Alexander Memorial Coliseum, play the 2-time defending national champion, the UConn Huskies, and I think that's going to be a tremendous matchup, an exciting moment in the history of our program. We're looking for a sellout. We've already sold 4,000 tickets for that game. We're expecting a sellout in the next month or so. So I would encourage everyone, if you don't miss that game, go out and get your tickets now, because they're not going to be there very much longer. So November 21st, we play the number 1 ranked UConn Huskies right here, 2 o'clock at Alexander Memorial Coliseum.
Well, we hope to see you all there. We want to pack the house. This is our Pack the House Challenge game, so we got to get as many people there as we can. Tickets are not sold out yet, but they're going to be soon, so make sure you go to ramblinrec.com or 888-TECH-TICKS and get your tickets today. Coach, thank you so much for being with us today, and fans, we'll see you at the game.